It's New York, baby. Anything possible, but it's sad by the school. But anything is possible.
In the Bronx was busted. Millions of dollars worth of heroin and fentanyl taken off the streets. The indictments come as overdose deaths reach record levels. CBS 2's Andrea Klein-Thomas has more.
This is nearly 40 pounds of what's believed to be heroin and fentanyl seized in the Bronx that has an estimated street value of $5 million. Authorities confiscated the drugs, paraphernalia, and a fake ID last month from cars and 2 apartments on Montgomery Avenue. Hector Murillo, Jaime Artiles, and Freddie Hernandez-Reyes were arrested. Authorities say breaking up a large-scale packaging operation. Prosecutor Bridget Brennan says dime bags, officially known as glassines, were found prepackaged for sale with various stamps naming the drugs COVID-19 and drop dead.
We seized 225,000 filled glassines. The amount of fentanyl that'll kill you are just a few little grains, so it's mixed in.
Hundreds of thousands of lethal doses of drugs confiscated in a massive fentanyl bust in the Bronx. In fact, police raided the apartment building on Grand Concourse, shooting this video of what they're calling a packaging mill. Surveillance cameras on the TV and traces of what appears to be powder on the tables. The street value of the drugs inside, we're told, $4 million. A federal government source says those involved tried to run, but agents nabbed all 11 of them. Some tried to get into another apartment. Hear from the man who lives there, all new at 6.
Covered proof that the most dangerous drug in America is allegedly, or was allegedly, being trafficked from an apartment in this building behind me. Police conducted a search Tuesday night of an apartment inside 2800 Heath Avenue and say they found over 40 pounds of suspected fentanyl carrying an estimated street value of $1.5 million. Also recovered were materials for drug making, packaging, and distribution, including 6 pounds of loose powder. Authorities say they tailed 42-year-old Juan Gabriel Herrera Vargas all day and observed him carrying a rolling suitcase on the subway, making several stops in the Bronx and then eventually back home. Detectives say almost 30 pounds of fentanyl bricks were discovered inside that suitcase. This bust was the result of a special narcotics task force of officers at the local, state, and federal level, because investigators say that's how big of a problem fentanyl is becoming.
A mill in the Bronx has been busted. Federal and local agencies say they recovered 400,000 packages of suspected fentanyl, heroin, and loose powdered narcotics. It has an estimated street value of $4 million. The drug mill was on Grand Concourse at the Claremont section of the Bronx. 11 people were arrested and indicted. They're due in court sometime today.
Operation worth $24 million busted in the Bronx today. Law enforcement say they seized more than 250 pounds of heroin, fentanyl, cocaine, crystal meth, and counterfeit pills in an apartment in Henwood Place. Police arrested the accused. Bronx busted for selling more than just pizzas. Investigators say they found millions of dollars worth. Police say it was so large it had the potential of supplying drug networks throughout the entire Northeast.
Get out of here. I never. I was born and raised here.
Here in the Soundview section of the Bronx, where authorities say this man, Guantancio Perez, was the mastermind behind a sophisticated drug operation inside this pizzeria.
Had you ever been in there for food?
Yeah, I got me a couple of slices out of there.
The small, now shuttered business is at 553 Soundview Avenue, where in the basement, police say they found loads of suspected cocaine, 42 kilos, heroin, fentanyl, oxycodone, and 100 vials of crack cocaine. Workers allegedly stored that near the counter for easy sales and samples for customers. All of this right next to a community center and across the street from an elementary school. Perez allegedly ran the operation inside Mezzarella Pizza with his wife Zulima and this man from Connecticut, Alexander Samboy. Police maintained Thursday morning they spotted the couple transferring a large bag from a car and into the pizzeria. Samboy shows up and leaves in a car with a backpack. When it found 5 kilos of suspected cocaine, they're marked R2.
I thought they were nice people. They were good, because I've known them for years.
Also in the basement, authorities say a kilo press and $40,000 in cash.
This is New York, baby. Anything possible, but it's sad by the school. But anything